But it wasn't till I was about, 35 or so that I
Mhm.
thought, "You know what? Maybe I could do college football." Because I had some guys ask me, "Why aren't you doing college football?" And I said, "Well, how do I get into it?" So I called Dick, and I said, "Hey, Dick, what about college football?" He goes, "Well, we've got these meetings, Monday meetings in Ann Arbor." Ann Arbor's about 45 minutes from my home. And I said, "Where?" And he told me. This dingy old bar downstairs. They had a room in the basement with the old. Now I'm going back. A couple of you guys might not realize this, but there's a thing called VHS tapes.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So we're talking old school, the grainy old
Oh, yes.
video. So I went on a Monday, and it's kind of funny how things fall into place sometimes. I went there on a Monday not knowing anybody. I walked down the stairs, and there was a bunch of guys standing there, and I walk in, and this gentleman was nice enough to say hi to me, and he says, "Hey, are you new? I don't recognize you." And I said, "It's the first time I've been here." And he said, "My name is Tom Workman. Why don't you sit with me?" Like, "Thank you." So we're sitting there, and I tell you his name for a reason. We're sitting there, and Dick puts up a play, and Cravon, it was a fumble into the end zone, and the ball laid there. We're
Ooh.
going way back before replay. The ball gets fumbled at about the 4-yard line. It goes into the end zone, and it lays there, and nobody ever picks it up. And Dick said, "What do we do with it?" And I was scared to death to go to this meeting, so I had gotten me a college rule book, and I started reading it before I'd go. And I remember this portion, and I said under my breath, kind of, "It's a touchdown." And Tom Workman hit me on the shoulder and said, "What did you say?" And I thought, "Oh boy, what have I done?" And I said, "It's a touchdown." And he said, "You know what? You're right. Hang on." He goes, "Hey, Dick." And he yells out, "Dick, we got an answer right here." Like, he embarrassed me. And he goes, "Stand up. Who are you?" I introduced
Wow.
myself, and he goes, "What's the answer?" And I said, "I believe it's a touchdown." Then he said, "Why?" And I said, "Well, the rule book says it belongs to the team last in possession at the
Mm.
spot it is, and that means it's a
Those,
touchdown."
those are magic words.
And I told you the name Tom Workman, but it's funny, but when got into after I got into college football, and I was in it for about 10 years, I went to replay. And I got hired as a communicator into the Mid-American Conference, and who was my replay official?
Workman.
Tom Workman.
Oh, wow.
So it kind of works out sometimes.